The goal isn't to eliminate uncertainty. The goal is to build teams that are more adaptive and more innovative. You see, we live in a rapidly changing time. That's no secret. But we always have. If we lived, for example, in ancient Roman times, we would have lived in a period of history that was changing faster than any other point to that time because the Romans were fabulous innovators. And so change is just a constant. It's always been there. The issue is, of course, it takes away a sense of control. It creates uncertainty. And becoming more adaptable is the antidote to that. There are some lessons from a gentleman called Nassim Taleb, who wrote a fabulous book called Anti-Fragile. You may have heard of anti-fragility. A lot of business commentators and speakers refer to it. But Nassim Taleb suggests that organisations fall into three different types and the way that they deal with uncertainty. Firstly, there are those that are rigid. So they've got rigid guidelines and processes. So when there's change, when there's uncertainty, they shatter. They can't deal with it. Then, of course, there are those that are more flexible and adaptive, and they survive periods of uncertainty. But there's a third set, and they're the anti-fragile organisations, because they don't just survive uncertainty, they thrive from it. They come out the other side better for it. They leverage change. They leverage uncertainty. So how do you start to become more anti-fragile? Well, I reckon there's three key things to think about. Firstly, adopt a game of inches approach, because it's the small steps that give you agility, that help you be nimble. And that in turn creates confidence that you can change, that you can deal with uncertainty. Secondly, nurture a growth mindset. So your growth mindset is the belief that you can change and grow and improve. And people with a growth mindset, organizations with a culture that is growth mindset oriented, see change and uncertainty as an opportunity to grow, to learn new things. And finally, become an adaptive leader. There's no secret that there are a myriad of different types of leadership theories and leadership styles out there. The truth, though, is that one size does not fit all. And so you need to be adaptive as a leader. You may need at times to be a transformational leader, but other times be more authoritative, for example, in a moment of crisis. So adopt a game of inches approach, nurture a growth mindset, and become an adaptive leader. And that way, you start to focus on being more adaptive, on helping your team be more adaptive and innovative. And that is a great antidote to uncertainty. Talk soon.